Hello and welcome back to Thalric Plays Blood Bowl 2. We are going to play an Orc match today, so let's take a quick look at our team because there were some changes after last time and I would like to address them real quick. So we lost 2 blitzers, if I remember correctly, which is quite unfortunate, and both of them had 2 skills as well, I think. So we're back to square one, pretty much, but at least Orkan leveled up, so we have another blitzer with Mighty Blow and Tackle again. So we're not completely without Tackle and Mighty Blow, pretty much. And yeah, we also have our 2 Black Orcs with Guard, but I think it's the second match for them in that case. Let me see about that real quick here again. Yeah, he leveled up there, and we... God, where is it? We sustained. Yeah, there were deaths there. That's the case. That was it. I don't want to remember that. It's fine either way. So let's just try to find an opponent and see what we will get today. So a little bit over 2 minutes means I'm going to pause here once again. So we'll be right back once we get assigned an opponent. So see you in a bit. And here we are, we get another fresh team, and it's Dwarves. So, wait, what? Did he... Oh, he just gave up, didn't he? Yeah, he conceded prior to the match. Not that I'm complaining, but really... But we have a level up. So that's a plus. But that was pretty unnecessary in my opinion. Let's do this real quick. Okay. And I think that's one of the first time we've actually seen a concede before a match at all. Yeah, so we have 3 Black Orcs with Guard now. That's pretty nice, so let's spend the 10k that is necessary here to get back again, and then we're going to try and find another opponent, and we'll be once again right back. And it's Dwarves again, but with the same team value as we have, so that's going to change some stuff. I assume we can expect some Guard, some Mighty Blow, and we'll see. A lot of Tackle, of course. And all around block. So let's just see what he actually does have. I don't think we will see a death roller. At least you usually don't see them, with good reason. They're just not worth the cost and the hassle to keep them around. The question is if he has any out of the ordinary level ups, or if he's skilling a little bit strangely. So let's just wait real quick until it's our time for inducements. So like right now. And suit us. So no death roller, as I assumed. Okay, we've got guard, 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 nothing, guard, oh god, block, dodge, no block leader, okay. Here we've got block dodge, then guard mighty blow. Nothing. Guard mighty blow, guard mighty blow. 3 rerolls, an apothecary, no cheerleader, coach assistance. Okay, yeah, also 1 reserve player. I doubt that we'll play too big of a role, but you never know. So let's just see about this. We have exactly the same team value, which happens pretty rarely. He probably can outbash me because he has so much guard, while I have 3 guarders myself. We do have 4 strength 4 players, which will help a bit, but he's just got so much guard, so I assume he can block us more, but we'll see. It's going to be a little bit more on the accuracy side this time around. Okay, and our opponent's name is Nuru or something like that, and he's playing La Masque or something like that. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It looks French, and I don't speak it, so yeah, it's fine. Okay. So in terms of trying to injure his players, we should focus on the troll slayers as well as his runners. So these guys, they have thick skull and block all around, but the troll slayer and runner only have ammo value 8, while the blitzers and the longbeards have ammo value 9. So it is a little bit easier to get the runners and the troll slayers, and they're also, the runners are, aside from the blitzers, the only ones with agility 3. So in that regard, it's pretty helpful to knock them down, as it will make ball handling for him very difficult if he can only field agility 2 players. Not that I assume we will make that happen, but it's something to consider at least. Okay. So he has a bunch of guard on the line of scrimmage, which makes this a bit more difficult, but I mean, I can just go all out guard players myself, so it's not a huge deal right now. And getting this guy would be pretty nice, because he's one of his only guys with Mighty Blow. Well, his troll slayers have that as well, so they're good targets as well, but he's protecting them a bit more, so I'm not sure we can hit them. And let's just go all out with the Black Orcs there in the middle, so that I really don't have to deal with any sort of shenanigans from getting bad blocks or something like that. Okay, the first knockdown. And an early injury here would be pretty amazing. I doubt that we will see one, but you never know. Okay, that's only a push. And I'm not sure, by doing all this we might be giving ourselves some problems, because I'm using all of my guard guys here, where I might want 1 or 2 of them to be able to move around the pitch. But we'll see. So I can't hit any of the really interesting targets right now, so we are going to focus on this blitzer and just hope for the best. Well, let's move a bunch of players first. Yeah, give him the room. He could set up, he can serve me if I go here, but he could set up a serve for the turn after that, and I'm not really a fan of that idea. So let's just not give him the opportunity. And then we have our 2 die splits. Oh, double skulls, that's bad. And of course, well, not of course, I'm already starting to get salty again, because it feels like it happens very often that I just get the pushes from the get-go, and that's a bit unfortunate, considering we did this with a double skull first. But there really is no reason to get salty already, so I really shouldn't. Okay, so we can keep him here because he can set up a serve like that, but it's going to force him to run around a little bit more if he wants to go there. But he's extremely slow, so he probably won't. And we're going too deep here, because if he decides to blitz here and follows up, we have a block set up already. So let's see if he can get any decent blocks out of this. He needs only 1 assist here to make that a good one, I think, because he's got guard, or maybe not. Maybe we've got this locked down somewhat. We'll see. Yeah, that one's okay. But still, it's our strength 4 guy, so he needs to put a little bit more effort into it. So strength 4 lineman, of course, is what I mean. But aside from that... Yeah, okay, he pushed away one of our guard pieces now, so that could allow him to do a little bit more. And the important thing about the Dwarves is we are faster than they are. Their fastest player are the runners, followed by the Troll Slayers and the Blitzers. And then the Longbeards with just MA4. So we can, and hopefully will, outrun them. Yeah, he gets the knockdowns, unfortunately. He's trying to decide where to push me. Probably to there. Yep, he wants to keep us in bashing range, basically. But that's fine. If everything goes according to my idea, we will just stand him up. And stand him up as well, then we can knock this guy down, and then he gives an assist as well, so we should be able to hit something there. Okay, but he's not moving his defense a lot. So let's move up the thrower first. That should be somewhat safe to do. Oh yeah, this is only a 1 dice. So this one is a 2 dice. Thank you very much. And I think I'm going to stay here for now. So this one is still only a 1 dice. Let's move over a Blitzer. And if we end up pushing him, we can push him down here towards the Black Orc, but we hit him. Let's stay again because I would like to blitz with this guy. Oh, first armor break of the match. Just a stun. Still not a bad thing. So I'm pretty okay with it. And let's see, what options do we have? We will want to minimize his chances of blocking me. So I think, well, first, let's see. This is still fine. So I could try to create an opening, but we really have no use of that yet. So I think it would be better to blitz one of these guys away, and I'm going to go for the Blitzer. I'm just trying to decide with whom, but I think with our Blitzer is probably for the best. Okay, make it. And I should have blitzed from here, actually, to push him down there in case we just push. And let's stay. Oh, another armor break. Ah, just a stun. It's the thick skull, probably. Yeah, that would have been a stun anyways. The first one as well. 7, I'm not sure. I think a 7 is still nothing of note. So where do we go from here? Let's bring one of the guard Black Orcs back up to make it harder for him to do something there. He can't really do much here. Let's pull one of the Black Orcs back to make that a little bit safer. And this is still fine the way it is. So this is a bash matchup, and it's just the manner of who can outbash whom right now. Is whom the right word to say there, or is it who? Who against who? Whom? I don't know. The English language, it's always fun in games. German isn't any better to make that sure. It's probably worse in terms of grammar. But at least we don't have 3 words that are written differently but sound the same and mean different things. Maybe. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. So, I think we're in a pretty good spot right now. He has only 1 block opportunity, but we've got a Garter here, so he shouldn't be able to get a 2 dice there because these are all strength 4 players. So he's going to start to blitz. And we just need to find... That is beautiful. That is very good. And we just need to find a way to create an opening now and move through with somewhat of a cage, if possible. And that was beautiful because this guy has Frenzy, but the double both down meant we are stuck next to each other. It's bad for the next round for me to do some blocking here because both of these guys have guard. So it's a huge investment to get enough assists there. 2 players to be exact. So it's still good because we didn't get knocked down and we can make something work. So right now I'm thinking we want to go this way. We can block this guy down and then blitz this guy. Maybe even set up some players over here to knock down the Troll Slayer. And he is moving players away from there because I think he assumes we're going to go this way. Oh yeah, do you want to reroll that? He is. And it ends in a push, so it's a better result for him. Won't change the fact that we get to block him here, but it is okay. I mean, it's better. It's good for us that this happened. It just gives him, or it cost him a reroll to do that. So that's pretty nice. Stay there, please. So for that to work, we need to blitz this guy. Okay, thank you so much. And follow. And since we still have the movement, I think we might as well move him around there. And now we can start to bring our players over there. In all likelihood, he's going to get some decent blocks there, but let's just see what we can do with this. Move him up this way. That is going to allow us to knock down the Troll Slayer. There it is. And I'm actually just going to stay. It means he can't give an assist here in any way. And this guy is alone as well, so that's pretty good. But I can't really move through yet. So we're just going to go to there with our thrower. And I'm just trying to set this up in a way that he can't really do much. But let's see about this. He's going to go there, then we have a blitzer to here, and we still have 2 players left that we can move. And I'm setting this up with very one-sided, but these guys are completely out of place right now and they won't be able to keep up. And he can't really reach me aside from a very very lucky dodge here, because he doesn't have a lot of movement, so he would need to dodge even more. These 2 guys are pretty isolated, so he can't really get good blocks with them. And I set this up as much as possible just to keep them from moving over here. He might get a good block here, but we've got this assist that he can't remove, as well as our strength 4 player here. And our Mighty Blow player to maybe knock something down. So that's pretty okay. And also here, so that he can't move these guys around too much. The guys he can block the most with, or stand in the way the most with, would be his runners. At least the one that well, they both are here and they could go up this way. But let's just see. If I can knock these guys down again next turn, that would be pretty helpful. And I might even be able to free up my Mighty Blow Tackler. Maybe. Oh yeah, that's only a 1 dice. To hit his dodge guy here. But that means blocking with Fork. So I'm not yet sure if I'm going to do that. And he should move his Troll Slayer first. He's going for the 1 dice and makes it, unfortunately. That isn't too good. He's not following up, though. So I won't free up Orcon. That's not going to happen. But that isn't too bad for now. And I could also just switch sides again. There's nothing against that. And he is going very heavily on this side. So I think that could actually be a good idea. Maybe what I'll try to do is block this guy down and do a handoff. Let's see where he goes with his Troll Slayer. Yeah, that could work as well. We'll see. Okay, he's moving him in one more. Oh, so that's actually pretty good, because if we manage to knock him down, we can just follow up and have an assist there to blitz again with. We'll see. Oh yeah, he's getting an assist, so... block like this. A push is good enough in this scenario. So we can set him up for a potential serve. Then we also have this guy, who I'm just going to push this way so that we keep the guards separated still. So these are not good blocks. So let's do this one next. Okay, now I need to decide. We don't have guards, so I'm going to take the boat down. We are going to try that again. Better. And here I will follow. And that means I can now blitz his Troll Slayer. Oh, come on, another double skull, really? That is pretty unfortunate. That's 2 of our rerolls gone to double skulls. Okay, so... I can't get that far with this guy. Yeah, just pushing them around here is not that good, unfortunately. Yep, basically what I mean. Just pushing them around really is not helpful. Especially on Orcon, where we would need the assists to do something good. Okay, let's move Wasabi over this way. Okay, so we're still on the line of scrimmage, but the important thing here is we are trying to separate him, or separate them as much as possible. So his runners are a little bit out of place right now. These 2 guys are isolated. We're using up a lot of our resources to make that happen as well. But at least the Troll Slayer won't stand up, as long as he doesn't want to dodge with him. So we'll see. And I have blitzers in a lot of locations, so I could just hand off the ball to one of them. Or try to, at least. The problem is when he blitzes, he mostly gets the knockdowns, which is unfortunate. Getting pushed by him would be pretty helpful. But he's not doing me the favor. And he still has 3 rerolls, while I'm down to 1 thanks to the 2 double skull results. So it's similar to the last time I played against Dwarves, I think, where we had a bit of trouble. Yeah, makes that work as well. Because their massive amount of guard just makes it so hard to break through and manage to create an opening somewhere, it's really not easy, and you have to think a lot to figure out how to set up your blocks so that you not run into too much guard in the next round and all that fun stuff. But we'll see. This still looks pretty doable to me, and it still might be a good idea to run this way. We can stand him up, blitz this guy down, or move in the black orc here. But then we're also still pretty okay on this side. Most of his guys are in the middle, which isn't that good for us, because he can react to us switching sides. But we're just trying to draw him out as much as possible. And if we end up being able to do that, that's pretty good. He is running out of time. So is he going to move these guys at all? Apparently not. Okay, so far so nice. I am going to sacrifice this guy a bit by moving him in again. But I would like to get a good block with Orkan, and otherwise we can't. Okay, that did work. Thank you so much. And now I'm going to stay. So we probably should go over to this side again, if we can. So let's see if we can get a knockdown here. We cannot. But... oh, this guy does not have guard. Why didn't I follow there? Can somebody explain that to me? Yeah, that was stupid. I should have followed that one. That wasn't good. Nice, we do get the defender down though, which is pretty important over here. And I am going to stay here and take the going for it. So I get to move back over again. So let's see, you need to go up to there. That means I can still keep the Troll Slayer occupied. It's going to become a 1 dice now, unfortunately, but it's still okay. And we are finally making some forward progress there. So he's just going to stand up. We won't block with him there. And let's do this one. Okay, just a push. I think we want to follow that one. Let's go down here, and that gives us another assist to try again on this guy. But it gives yet another push. We're going to push him there so that he doesn't give a guard assist here, and we are going to follow so that he can't make the guard assist. So let's see about this now. We have 2 players that we can serve, and this guy is still standing. So if he wants to make this go away for himself. The question is if he can do that. Otherwise we will be able to push him out. This is now a 1 dice, but he cannot get a guard assist here, so he would have to either put a player on here and then blitz like down this, so that he has 2 assists, or make that a 1 dice block, or put this other runner down here to make this a 2 dice. I assume he will end up trying for the 1 dice block, but we'll see. So far I'm pretty happy with how things have played out, but we only have 3 turns left, and Orcs aren't that fast, so I need to move forward now. We need to create an opening and move through somewhere Otherwise, we are going to be hard-pressed to make this touchdown work. And if he only could push me at some point, because really most of his knockdowns are knockdowns. Or his blocks, that's the right word. And if it sounds like I'm complaining a bit, it is because I am, probably. So he hasn't blitzed yet. He's moved the guy here. So he could blitz with this runner and make that a 2 dice for himself. But he chooses the 1 dice and gets the knockdown. Ah, really? That feels a bit unnecessary. But all in all, this could still work. But he's also really doing not a bad job at keeping us at bay here. There comes the blitz. It's a 1 dice again. Pushes us, okay. So, how do we do this now? It's starting to get pretty complicated, yeah, and he's really doing a good job at keeping us in all of this. And his 1 dice work and work and work, and that is a bit annoying. If he would only push me, that would be okay, but he's not. And now, that's the only time when he uses his rerolls, and then stuff like this happens. Yeah, this is horrible. And I'm going from I'm okay with this to this is horrible in 1 turn, because this really is not okay. That should not happen the way it does. But it does happen, so there is nothing I can do about it. And he's also not rolling double skulls while I am. And the aforementioned pushing. Okay, so this could still work out fine. Oh boy, yeah, that means doing some dumb stuff or blitzing weird. Yeah, he's just blocking me in very effectively, and there really isn't much I can do about it. What I can say is that I am getting good blocks against this runner when I really shouldn't, with his dodge. It's not that likely. But I still can't really go anywhere. And I do need to go to make this better. So let's see. How do we make this good? Because he can't move his players too much, so if I put him right there, you up to here, we can move him up another space, which is going to become important. And then we could put you up there. Okay. So he's doing all this while pinning me down, while we are pinning down his players here. So I'm just trying to prevent that he will be able to stand them up and keep this as locked down as possible. But we'll see. So this, I put him here so that he is giving an assist, so this is still not a good block. And the only players he can move is this Troll Slayer and this runner. Oh yeah, and he manages to get the assist, unfortunately, so This is 1 dice. So we only have 2 turns left, so I need to move. And I need to move soon. It's the problem with dwarves. They have so much guard. Oh, that is really nice. He is not using this guy to give an assist anywhere. So obviously my plan was to create an opening here so that I can run this way. But even now this might not work depending on how these blocks go. Oh, there comes a blitz. Just a push, but he can frenzy follow that. Or he will frenzy follow that, so it might turn into a knockdown or maybe an attacker down at some point. Nope, a knockdown, of course. So I will have to blitz backwards now. That stun is pretty untimely as well. Well, I can dodge away from him somewhat okay because he's got no tackle. But now this is... there it is. Yep, now he has 2 players on me. But this guy also doesn't have tackle. I assume he's going to follow. Yep, there it is. Oh, that is so good. Now he's done it. He might have given us the chance we need to make this work. So let's try to block this guy away first. Works. Very good. And I am going to follow that one. And just because we can and have the option, we should blitz the Troll Slayer. And try to knock him away so that I don't have to dodge. It is at least good enough. I'm not going to follow because we want to reposition ourselves here to make to block this if we can. So move like this. And put him to there. Okay, yeah, there are some other options we have. So where do we go with these guys? Oh yeah, I should have moved one over here first, but that's too late now. So let's do this. And then also this. Now it's probably better to just know we need to force him to at least dodge here. So go over there. So let's see. I would like to create more room. We do not yet. But this is still fine. Okay, better. A lot better. And stay. That's still good because now we can move these guys over and block this from opening up a player and moving him down the pitch. So do I have any sort of okay block here? There I have one, okay. Against the Troll Slayer as well. And let's do this. And let's knock this guy down. Perfect. Okay, thank you so much. We are going to follow. And end our turn. So he can blitz me. He can do a 1 dice. Right here. And if he makes that, there's not much we can do. I probably couldn't have prevented him from getting there. Maybe. I'm not sure. But it's... I feel okay with this right now. And if we make that, it's going to level up wasted, which is pretty nice. So let's just see if we can make it work. He might have some way of getting a player next to our ball carrier. The upside here is that's not his dodge runner, so he can't get an automatic dodge reroll. He still has one reroll left, unfortunately, so there's really nothing we can do about that. But aside from that, I am pretty happy with how this played out. Okay, that's the reroll gone. That's a really important step in all of this. Okay, makes the dodge. And he does not get the knockdown. So we keep the ball. But I still need to get the player through there, which is the difficult part in all of this. Yep, that's good enough. We don't have block on fork. But he can't do too much anymore. So what I'm going to try and do is free up Orkan so that he can blitz with tackle. And now he pushes. Yeah, he has one guy left and it would be a 1-die, so let's see if he does that. I probably would. There really isn't. The only good spot to dodge would be here, but that doesn't really help him that much. Okay. That's a ballsy dodge. Probably not going to be too big of an impact. So let's see about this now. Okay, yeah, we want to push him away. And we might as well follow. Okay, better. There goes the Troll Slayer. Oh, armor break. Just a stun. But it's still okay. Certainly not bad. And now comes the important bit. Let's blitz like this. More for the heck of it than anything else. Okay, works. So we are done and done. We will get our touchdown, and I'm very happy about it. Whew, that was quite the bit of work. But I'm pretty happy with this, and that just shows if the team value is equal, and I think this guy knows what he's doing. He's really doing a pretty good job here. That was really close, and that could have ended very differently. But we didn't injure any guys so far, and all of this just leads to the tie so far, or the lead for us right now. I'm having trouble talking, apparently, once again. Come on, can you please just switch here? So, as always, when this happens, well, I should probably use a normal blitzer instead of fork. The strength 4 is more valuable here, and he's probably even more valuable as a player to keep around than just a blitzer. So, yeah, with everybody back, then 2 line orcs plus a 0 SPP blitzer. So he gets 1 free turn of blocking us to his as much as he wants to, and then we go into the second half where it will be his attack, and I'm interested to see if I will be able to stop him there. Oh, nice, we got a blitz. It's really... Oh, that happens on a regular basis when it's my turn 8. And that could just turn this around completely, but I just don't want to give him the opportunity to pick his target and block more. So that's why I'm always keeping my guys back. But we at least have 1 push in there so far. And this is only a stun, so it's all good. I'm interested to see if he's going to foul. He might try that. He has 1 player in reserve, so it's okay for him to foul once, I think. But I'm not sure if he's going to do that. That's nice. So he can't knock down everybody. Well, yes, he has frenzy, so he gets another chance. Okay, I misspoke. I spoke too soon. As always. Oh, another stun. Once again, perfectly fine. So we're pretty lucky that he's only stunning us, and he was pretty lucky that I only stunned him as well. So I think in the armor break department we're pretty even. He's broken through my armor 3 times now, I think, and I 2 or 3 times as well on his players, so pretty even. And that's just armor value 9 against armor value 9, mostly, so there really isn't much else to it. Okay, goes for the pass, probably. Should move the other runner over first. There it comes. Okay, and let's see if he makes the throw. Indeed he does. Okay, so is he going to foul or not? He is not. Okay. And let's see about this now. We are going to switch out... He already is out again. Okay, perfect. So who do we want on the line of scrimmage now? That's the big question. Well, probably Fork. Oh, or I don't want the thrower off the pitch because we might be able to... He's got block. And that's pretty important. So I need to either put a Black Orc on there or a Blitzer. So I think we're going to go with a Blitzer again, unfortunately. As much as I don't necessarily want to do that. But it's probably still our best course of action. And I'm trying to figure out how to set up my Black Orcs, or do I want to keep them like this? That could be okay, I guess. And let's move these guys back, keep Orcan back here. Okay, that was a little bit of a delay there. Waiting for opponent. What's going on? Please tell me everything's correct. Good, okay. So, you know what? It's a bit risky again because of a quick snap, but let's set up against potential frenzy. In case that is going to have an impact. And we'll see. This feels fine. Well, let's actually do this just so that we can counter block him. It's pretty different from what I usually go for, and this is just trying things out. I really don't know if it's going to work or not. It could backfire. We'll see. So what I'm hoping for is a kick somewhere in his backfield, as they are pretty slow. He won't be able to cage up if that happens, or he shouldn't be able to. And that should make it easier to interrupt him from getting into a cage, because once dwarves do, it's really hard to break that up. And with the amount of guard he has, it's not going to get any easier. But he's setting up very aggressively as well. So let's just see where the ball goes. I'm still just going for the 7 spaces in. Okay, we get the perfect defense, which could be awesome. But I'm scared to make use of it. So I think what we'll end up doing is just avoidance. Let me think this through. He's got so much guard, so it's so difficult to figure that out real quick. We need 2 players here. One there. Nah, I think I'd rather go for this. Yeah, it's okay. Still. Because we would need to move our Black Orcs here and all of that. It's just... No. It's not enough time for me to figure out if I could set this up in a way that he wouldn't get good blocks. Which is probably not possible because he has more guard than we have. So I'm just not doing it. It's fine. So he can probably form a cage over there, but aside from that, that's a good start. Only a push, and I assume he will not follow that one. He should have blocked with one of these two guys and pushed through the side so that he gets another chance. But I'm not complaining that he didn't. Okay, so that's a frenzy block. Which is good enough. Can take the both down. But even then he would have pushed him here, which would have meant 2 assists against my 1, which would have not been enough. Okay, he's going for that Black Orc. Really? Okay. He's giving me the chance to surf this guy. Not next turn, but the turn after that. We can surf him or just push him there, and he will want to prevent that from happening. So we'll see. He's also moving through very aggressively if he does that. He indeed does. Wow. That's really weird for dwarves. He's spreading himself very thin. There's the TH. So we'll see what comes of this. Okay, he's giving up his assist there. So if that doesn't work, which it does though, but he still is going to follow up and we will get a block against this guy. Only a stun, and back here is not that important. We can work with that. So still, this is a bit of a weird setup right now. He's not so much caging us, or caging himself. So we are going to set this up. That just needs to happen, and the push is perfectly fine. And all we want is to make it so that he can't do much there. So let's move you over this way. And I think I'm still going to keep Fork further back. And just basically screen this so that he can't reach these guys. So like this. And yeah, we can just go for a straight line here, pretty much. He might switch sides, but we should be able to react to that. So there is no real problem there. And let's stay and not give him another block chance, because following up would put us next to this Longbeard. So he went really aggressively in here, and that is most likely going to get this guy served. And let's see, 1, 2. If I really work for it, we might even get this blitzer out. We can push him to here. Then no, we can't. I'm talking nonsense. He's one space too far away. So let's see. And that's the biggest problem point right here. If he gets enough assists in there, he can do some stuff. So he could blitz with him. That's a 2 dice. He can't surf us out yet. But he could set up another surf here, and he's got guard there, so it would be harder for me to push out this Longbeard. But if he wants to battle on the sidelines, I feel okay with that. But it also might be that he is just going to switch sides, which would be okay as well right now. So let's see, there's a Dauntless. That's just a push. So it's going to push us in one of these directions. Okay, and another Dauntless with the knockdown. Okay, that's unfortunate. But it's okay, these guys are separated now, so if I stand him up and him up, they can't assist each other with their guards. But he still has these 3 players, plus the 2 runners, of course, so let's see what he does with this. This is the weak spot on my defense right now, so I think he might try to go over here and use these guys to cage. But we'll see. It would mean abandoning this a little bit. And that's why I found it so weird what he did there. With moving this blitzer through the way he did, that was just extremely aggressive and overextending himself. Yep, and there goes the ball carrier, so he is indeed going to go over here. And we will have to try and readjust our defense to accommodate that. He's also running out of time, so that's pretty good. So he needs to move fast and make quick decisions. So only this guy to back here, and that completes his cage, and he's also out of time. And he dodges there instead of accepting the serve, which we can live with as well, of course. There's really no problem in that. Okay, so far so good. We can stand up those guys back here. And let's figure this one out now. So I can't get a... Yeah, we actually can. Okay, so I misspoke. Push him to there and let's stay. So he's just going to stand up. And let's see about this. Put the garter over there. We should probably use our thrower to block here. It doesn't work so far, so I'm going to use fork after all for this, but I'd like to blitz first. So once again, the Troll Slayers are still one of the better targets we have, so I'm going to focus on them a bit, if at all possible. And let's see, okay, that's a knockdown, perfect. And we have another chance now here, which does work. So I think we should just push him to here and stay to free these two guys up. He's next to the Black Orc, so we can't do too much. And then we're just going to go for the double layer right here to keep him from moving too much. So it frees up these guys again. We didn't actually get to serve any of them, but that's okay. So he is going to... well, not yet. He needs to move in one player right here. No, he's blitzing like this. Okay, just a push. That is so good. Is he going to reroll that? He's thinking about it. He is, and it doesn't change it. That is so good. That's one of his rerolls gone. I mean, a dwarf team with 4 rerolls thanks to the leader or yeah, it was leader he had there, or has there, means he will most likely almost never run out of rerolls if he plays correctly. But it can happen, of course, but it's just very unlikely that we will see him lose all of his rerolls and then fail a turn because he doesn't have any more. I doubt that is going to happen. So let's see. He is moving back over, but we are keeping him in his own half so far. And he has already blitzed. So if I can move enough players over here, we can get some... We can block maybe 3 plus this guy means 4. We also have this one set up over here. Let's see if he stands up the Troll Slayer. Oh, so where is he going with his ball carrier? Or is he going to hand off to the ball carrier? Or to this guy? So the problem with all of this is, if he uses these guys as cage corners, and we knock one of them away, we get a chance to blitz his ball carrier. But he might just leave him back there and not hand off. Okay, yep, that's fine. That's less fine, but it's only a stun once again. So we're still in business, somewhat. So I won't get a blitz against the ball carrier in all likelihood. Wow, he's really going for it. And that is going to... Wow, he even follows us. Okay. If that's what he wants to do, I have no problem with that. So let's see, I should probably use a blitzer here because a strength 4 player is more valuable to have around. Then we also need to figure these out. That's pretty bad. It's going to keep these guys over here for a little bit longer. So now we can knock you down. That works. Yeah, let's push him to here and follow there as well. Oh, come on. Third double skull. He's really... And now my players are out of position. That is bad. I should have moved first, or blitzed first, but really, quadruple skulls. When I already rolled 2 double skulls and he still hasn't rolled any, and he's doing at least as many blocks as I am. Yeah, this is pretty bad. So that might allow him to get moving now in a way that is going to make it difficult for me to stop him. Because 2 of my slow players are here, so they can't even help next turn. And then I have 2 more back here that are on 1 die spaces now, so it's pretty bad. I mean, if he scores here, it's not the end of the world. But let's just see what he manages to make out of this. I assume he will end up somewhere around here, not much further. So we might still be able to make something out of this. That turnover was just very bad. And it once again shows me, even though I have block on players, doesn't mean I can live with stuff like this. So I have to work under the assumption that stuff is going to fail, and that meant I should have moved this guy first. He still could have moved, I think. One of those 2s plus this guy. It's not horrible, but it's far from good that this happened. So we need to figure out how to save this. Not impossible, so right now what comes to mind is blitzing this guy, knocking him down, getting an assist because of that. This guy does not have guard, so we can knock this guy down as well. And work from there, basically. Yeah, so he's not going to Okay, now that's not possible anymore, so he's going to end up somewhere around here. He's not going to make too much progress here, but he's setting himself up for a good next turn. And that's the problem. But he's also nice enough to allow us to make use of our guard Black Orcs again, because he is moving far enough into the pitch again. So I assume he's going to go here, maybe? No, he's actually all the way on the sideline. So he wants to run this way, and he's got these players set up for that, so it's going to be pretty difficult. And him making one dice blocks now is only going to make things worse. And that frees up this guy while it stuns and effectively takes out our only tackle player. For the time being, isn't too nice. So I need to figure out a way of making this good for me. And I have the feeling that we can't. But I do have some ideas. It's going to cost me a block. Yeah, these are all bad. These are all bad either as well. So what I am going to do is blitz here instead of blocking with fork. Yeah, let's follow that one. But instead move fork down here to do this. So this is a one dice now. I'm so tempted to dodge here to make this. And I think I'm going to try. Okay, nice. That is really good. It's still a one dice. But I think it's a one dice I'm willing to take. Oh, that is so good. Push him down there and stay. Oh, armor break. So we have a little bit of a weak spot here, but he can't completely break through there. And I might as well try to hit the Troll Slayer. Yeah. And I'm not going to follow him. He's just too far away to do anything, and if he just wants to use this guy to block me in again, or to block this guy again, it's fine. So let's see what he does with this. I think that worked out okay. The dodge here was pretty important, and the knockdown there made things better. And now it becomes a matter of him being able to move through here. But following up here might have blocked himself a bit. That's really good. Not knocking us down. Oh, he takes a reroll there. Yeah, I can see why, though. He needs the room here a bit for himself, but I don't think he will be able to really break through. So I assume, yep, he's going to blitz. But if he doesn't make the first one, but he does, it would have come down to, it would have become a one dice or a two dice against if he had failed the what's the word? The Dauntless roll. But he probably won't get further than this, and he can't break through here yet, so I get to move in my Black Orcs again. So this is still pretty okay. And it's really risky to stay on the sideline like this. He has a pretty nice box here, but it is just that, it's a box. So if we can close the lid on that, so to speak, It's pretty nice, yeah. I noticed afterwards with the going for it, he could move him in somewhere and use the guard. But he's used up his reroll this turn already, so going for it might not be the best idea. Okay, he's going for it. And makes it, okay. That's unfortunate. So this is 2 dice now. Is he going to move this guy? He is. Wow, with 2 going for it? Really? Makes them both, of course. That's pretty unfortunate, and that's going to make it much more difficult for us to move around here and do stuff. So I'm not really a fan. But it is what it is, and we just need to try and make the best of it. So let's see, this is a 1 dice because of the garter. These are all 1 dice basically. So I need you, well, yeah, pretty much. Okay, he needs to stand up. I won't get around that. I have some ideas on what I want to do. It's just a question of implementing them. And let's do the blitz. That's the risky thing here. And it ends in what I didn't want it to end, in just a push. But it is what it is, so we can't do anything about it. And that means he can get through there and score, possibly. Oh, do I want to follow that one? It won't change anything, so let's not. And this one is the next important. Okay, just a push again. And now we can do these ones. So let's see if we can do something to that trolls there. Indeed we can. And stay, because I still need the assist. So I should have done that the other way around. That was a bit of a misplay, but it's still fine. So I'm going to try and limit his assists as much as possible. It's probably not still going to be enough. That's why I followed here, by the way, so that he couldn't move this guy, because he can still just stand him up and then blitz here. But it might be good, because he will need to dodge here to make this work. So let's just see if he's able to break through. And we still have strength 4 here on Fork. This is a really interesting match so far. It's the height of the bash, basically, with Orcs against Dwarves and the guard and all that stuff. But it's I'm having a lot of fun here. It's pretty interesting. Oh, wow. That's unfortunate. It's good enough, so he can run this ball in. And there's the first KO of the match on Fork. Nope. So I assume he will just run this in now. Not? He's going to stall that one for 1 more turn. He doesn't want to give me 3 turns to score. Or he might try to run that in, but he's setting up for the case he fails. It's a going for it. But I think he's going to try and stall this out. And I really won't be able to prevent that and reach him. All of my guys are bound up, so he's played that pretty well to get through there. I'm still partly because of the turnover, I guess, but I can't blame it all on that. That was my own fault for not setting up correctly prior to that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I can't even get there. And now the only chance I have basically is trying to figure out a way of reaching him and pushing him out. But I somehow doubt that that will be possible. We'll see. Okay, very nice. Won't give me an assist anywhere, so let's give him the assist over that way. So let's see about this. Oh, so if I get a guy here, this guy does not have guard. Oh yeah, that's so many rolls, but I do have a plan now that is at least in theory able to work. So we are going to try and make it a reality. Or just that one here. Oh, and these guys both don't have tackle now. That is really good. So just go for it, I guess. Or I should do all the other blocks first, probably, even though it could end badly again. It's probably still in my best interest to try and achieve that. Yeah, follow there so that he can't keep them both occupied in case things don't go as I plan. Okay, pretty nice. Here we are not going to follow. Then we have one block up there. And once again, well, actually it doesn't probably matter too much with this guy. So let's set up our assist, or our assist negator, as we should call him. And then how do we do this? Like this, and that's a 1 dice, and all I need is a push. It's 2 dodges and 2 going for it and a 1 dice, so it's... Ooh, if we can make this work. Skull, please don't let me hanging now. Oh, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. He isn't injured, which I'm perfectly fine with, but he's off the pitch, and where goes the ball? Okay. Still not really caring. It's still off the pitch. Still off the pitch. Please just go somewhere else now. Oh, yeah, that is better. He can still reach it, and he has a blitzer there, which is unfortunate, so it's not like we're completely set. But for now, we've prevented the touchdown. Wow, I'm so happy that that worked. So what's the good thing here? He can't move too many of his players. And this guy next to the ball is strength 4. And that's a reroll gone. And that's a turnover. Wow. That... Really? Really? Dude, you were 2 turns away from being... From... What? Okay. Anybody else not understanding this? And I really have no sympathy. That was such a fun and close match. And just because I managed to stop him from scoring, he gives up now. Gives up his winnings and the MVP. So the match just basically is of no use to him. He could have just played this through until the end and gotten the winnings and the MVP. I don't get this. I don't know. I shouldn't be annoyed by this, but I am, because it's just so unnecessary. But it also gives us a level up on Orchid, so... It's okay, I guess. It's a normal one, so we're going to go for more Mighty Blow. It's going to allow him to level up faster. And that means the Blitzers are getting there again, and Orkin got the other MVP. It would have been nice if it had gone on Orciginal or Wasabi, or one of the line, or Orc City here, somewhere that would have leveled up as well, but it's okay like this. And then we've got Wasted with his next level up. And here we have two options now, I think. The first one would be Leader as well, as we've seen on the Dwarf team, because that would give us another reroll, but we usually are okay with 3. So I think I'd rather go for a kickoff return, because he's pretty slow. A bad kick means we can't cage, we have a harder time of reaching the ball, so I'm going kickoff return so that we can move him after the kick is done. That's the better choice there, I think. Yeah, and then I'm going to have to spend a bunch of money again, but I'm going to do that off camera. And yeah, that's the match for today. So we managed to win that one by conceit, but I feel like it would have been really hard for him to score. Not impossible, just hard, and it was extremely unnecessary that he gave up, and I don't understand it, but it is what it is. So I hope you enjoyed this match. If you did, please leave a like and a comment, and if you want to see me play more Blood Bowl 2, just subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, thanks for watching. I hope that you tune in next time, and have a nice day. Bye!